episode number what? What episode are we on, Landon? 123, episode number 123.
Hello.
We got my guy Juelz Santana in the building.
Hey, Mr. A. What's up? What's popping?
Man, first and foremost, I appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you for
You know what I'm saying? I know you had to hop off that PJ.
Yeah, I had to
make the shit happen. You know what I'm saying?
Check my guys, man. I was about to head back to New York. Y'all gave me that one call. Said I need you.
Yeah.
They said you really need me. They said we really need you. You know what I mean? I'm here. What's up?
Absolutely,
we
made
appreciate
it happen,
that, man.
It's all good.
We got my guy Chris Novocaine in the building.
In the
You know that
motherfucking
condo in
bills.
Miami? That's my favorite pad. Know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
What's another day in Miami? You know.
It's a beautiful thing. So you were skating back? You just had obligations and shit?
Yeah, I'm about to just head back, man, and take care of some business. You know, I'm back and forth a lot, so.
And then we got you next week. You're gonna be out here for the Jim Jones birthday celebration. Shout out Jim Jones.
My bro Jim, you got a lot of festivities going on, so you know I'll be ripping and running with him.
That's fire. Put that mic like this a little bit so it don't cut out.
Pardon self.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I will be out here next week with my brother Jim Jones. I mean, for his birthday, we gonna be fucking up the city as usual.
Yeah,
you know?
Sir.
I can't wait to be out there too.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. Like I'm getting that nostalgic feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being a New Yorker, I had somebody shout out Talia. She was like it's different being.
Oh, you from up the way?
Yeah, Buffalo, New York.
Oh, Buffalo. That's what's up. Shout out to Buffalo, man.
And she was like
Syracuse.
Yeah, she was like it's
Rochester.
different when it comes to being famous and then being New York famous, because it's harder to make it famous out of New York because the motherfuckers don't want you to make it.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? They want you to listen to their cousins and their nephews.
New York
first.
Yeah,
That's a fact. Now, that's a fact. And New York always is just so much competition. It's been the headquarters for so long. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Atlanta, you know what I mean, been what they've been for the longest. But, you know, before that, we were like the threshold for the whole music, the industry. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I kind of came up and was brought up in that time. You understand what I'm saying? Where it was like New York was the it factor in the game. You know what I'm saying? By all means still. You understand what I'm saying? So you had to really compete and you had to really, you know what I mean, show your ass and be something in the city to you know, get praised, get looked at, you know what I'm saying, by niggas like shit, Jay-Z's, you know what I mean, the motherfucking Jada Kisses, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because as much as, you know, I was on stage and I did that verses with Jada, but, you know, I come in the game looking up to Jada, you understand what I'm saying? They was in the game before me. So they were that top group. You know what I'm saying? So so to become, you know, they're kind of like rivals. And I mean, it was, I looked at that, like for me, that was so much bigger than just, you know what I'm saying? Like I was a fan as much as I was a
like a consumer.
Competition.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Op. I was a fan op.
Yeah.
I was an oppie fan. That's crazy, but yeah.
And not only that, a trendsetter.
Always, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Being from Harlem, you know, we learn to just be trendsetters naturally. I mean, second nature is in our blood just because, you know, we always trying to just outdo each other and just style on each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just part of just like
That friendly competition.
Well, you mad because I'm styling on you.
The Harlem bravado is like that nigga. Come on, nigga. Fuck you got on, nigga.
Right.
Shit, last year, shit. I mean, that's the Harlem energy.
Hell yeah.
Like, as soon as you walk up on a nigga, it's like checking them out, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to see how you
Who the fuck is you?
Yeah, it's like trying to see how you could, what you got that's shining or how, you know what I mean? But like you said, in a way that's kind of like friendly and in love, you know? But nowadays, it got kind of crazy because, you know, these young motherfuckers, they in their own little element of what they doing, how they do this shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm still learning. You know, I'm out the game when it comes to a lot of that shit and the way they,
I don't know though. I think
do
they
things.
follow trends that you're setting.
Nah,
though.
of course. But I'm just saying, just like the way they do things and they think, you know what I mean, with like the whole drill and the energy behind it. You know, I respect it. You know what I mean? And I commend them for, you know what I mean, being in the game and getting their shit popping and being able to take care of their families more than anything with this hip hop and this rap. Because that's what it's here for. It's here for us to, you know what I'm saying, grab a hold of and do something special with, you know what I'm saying, and I mean, use the talent that God gave us, and once you get that attention on you, you know what I'm saying, take care of your family and the people around you, and keep it going for as long as possible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Name of the game.
So, you know, hopefully these young niggas will get that part of it. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. You know, they doing their thing, they doing what they do, and like I said, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? I got a couple, shout out Duty Low, shout out D-Dot, shout out the whole Sugar Hill, you know what I mean? Didi Osama, the whole Sugar Hill, that's my area. So they all from my hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I know all them, and you know what I mean? I wish all them the best. You know, I just try to keep them focused and keep, you know, the ones that I'm close with out of drama as much as possible, you know what I mean? Just let them know, yo, yeah, I got the attention now, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the beef. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that beef.
So is that something that you reached out to them, or they reached out to you?
I mean, actually, Duty Low is really my family. It was a family thing. He's really my nephew.
Oh, that's fire.
You know what I'm saying? Guilty by association kind of thing, but like really my nephew. Like my nephew, he's my nephew's brother.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They have the same mom.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Through my brother. My brother's father, his son is my nephew, and he's Duty. So that's how me and Duty Low are related. You know what I'm saying? But that's my nephew.
Fire. Fire, man. It really is wild to have you in the build, because you were like out of New York. It was usually all the older cats that were popping. You know what I'm saying? You came in the game super young, right?
Yeah,
like how old were you when you started? When you started with him?
Oh man, I came in the game when I was like, about 17, skating on 18.
Yeah, that's the hardest part when you think about New York artists.
Yeah,
that's way harder to do, because usually they're popping in their late 20s and shit like that.
It was crazy, and then, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely. Like late 20s, early 20s, but definitely in the 20s.
Yeah.
Getting up there, you know what I'm saying? So I was I was like LeBron. I came straight out of high school on them niggas. You know what I'm saying? And busted up.
Right now, people like, if you don't understand what it was like back then, pre-social media, you're like, oh, nah, what you mean? You could blow up right now off a dance. You could be 7 years old doing YouTube, you know, Legos or some shit. But back in the day,
you had to really do something, man. And you had to put in a lot more. Boy, we had to go to these towns and pass out these CDs, like make our mixtapes, you know what I'm saying? We created that whole mixtape wave, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to just, you know what I mean, being artists to make your own mixtape and not just give the records to DJs. Let the DJs put out the mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So, and we had there was no internet. There was no social media. The way you touch the people was to go to these towns. So we set up shop in Ohio, Chicago, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Had to touch the ground for
what
real.
They say, kissing babies and shaking hands.
Fuck kissing babies.
Nah. You're right. Now you're right. Now you gotta be careful.
Yeah, almost kissing bullets out there, motherfucking shit, trying to kiss babies. You know what I mean?
Word.
But yeah, it was tough times, man. But you know, it's tough times now, man. These young niggas got it hard too. It's just weird. It's just different. It's just different in a lot of ways. I always say, man, the internet is a gift and a curse. You know, it's a gift for a lot of reasons for these young artists, but it's a curse just as fast as, you know, they could get up there with a lot of the, you know, the silly shit they do, or not even silly shit, just some of the things they do is just as easy as they could fall through the internet.
A lot of traps.
Through the internet. You understand what I'm saying? You know, just as much as, like I said, we may not got popping, but you had a lot of niggas too, now that I think about it, was faking the funk and was able to fake the funk because there was no internet and niggas wasn't getting exposed.
Yeah.
Now niggas is
every day.
You can't even, know what I'm saying? Back in the day, come on, you could wear an outfit for damn near a month.
Yeah.
Even a rapper and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? I can wear a fly. Even I'm stay fresh, but I can wear an outfit to at least 3 shows.
Yeah, nobody knows.
And get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, fuck no.
Yeah, they're watching. I be even thinking about that shit while we're doing this podcasting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People be hunting for me. They hate me. You know what I'm saying? They be hunting for me.
Yeah.
He got a strong personality, so you know how it goes.
Yeah, that's that New York shit. That's what I be trying to tell people when I'm out here, especially. They don't like me.
I just told you
okay. I don't give a fuck.
That's how we, we don't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We just on our little thing. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully.
Right.
You know?
I'm kind of mad that these young cats don't get to enjoy that vibe though, because that was the illest shit for me. When you got a whole camp, y'all get in the bus, you're doing the tours and shit like that. You're slinging tapes out of the buses and shit like that. It's a whole different game now. It's just like, yo, follow me on here and you could get the music, or take my Spotify and you can listen to the music here. Yeah. It damn near I mean, for them it probably feels dope. They ain't never feel another way. But that shit was the vibe right there. Like to actually work for it, to build it. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Like I said, man, it's a gift and a curse, man, that internet. And, you know, shit, like I said, I know, though, if I would have been good in the internet era. Just like I'm good in the internet era now, I would have been even better in the internet era then.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no flaw in my shit. And, you know, whatever was out there, I put out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I don't run from too much. You know what I'm saying? My truth is my truth. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is with me, it just is with me. Whoever don't fuck with Juelz, that's on you.
It's on you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's real.
You know, it is what it is. I've been in this shit 25 years. Came in this game 17. I'm doing damn.
Come on.
You know, got locked up late in the game, did my time, stood on my shit, came home. You know what I'm saying?
Back to work.
You know, wasn't in the best position, but wasn't in the, you know, a lot of niggas come home and just, you know what I'm saying, I was good. Now I'm even back, I can't feel my face. We going crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I'm blessed, man. I'm super blessed. You know, super blessed. Like, it's crazy how blessed I am. You know what I'm saying?
And you had,
and then with the other shit that I have, you know, just building up and coming with you know what I'm saying, my whole business ventures and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a whole different game now, the shit you could get involved in now. And I feel like Juelz Santana pops in that scene. You got to work with him.
No, you got to.
You got to.
Got to.
You had
We in Motion, the album coming real soon. Visual album, new music.
Yeah,
I've been saying that for a minute, but I'm just trying to, you know, make sure it's perfect. I ain't dropped nothing in a minute, so you know,
well, you said
I want to really get back in the game, and you know what I'm saying.
You said visual album.
Visual album, yeah.
That takes some time. That takes some
effort.
effort.
A little bit of time, but you know, it's pretty much done. I've been working visual album too. My plan is to change the game with this shit and really, you know, I ain't even tell nobody this, but get it like on Netflix. Like, why don't they have like a visual album section on Netflix, Hulu, or Tubi, or one of those things? So you know how you got documentaries, you got action. Yeah. You need to have visual albums to with artists, you know what I mean? Right. And it's a whole new bag for artists too. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Now niggas could be like, yo, did you see my album? Instead of just saying, did you hear it? You know what I'm saying? And all it takes is us just, you know, shooting the videos for, you know, pretty much a decent amount of the songs, and maybe adding some content in between, you know, and just kind of like bringing some life together. And you got a 45-minute, 50-minute, you know what I'm saying, something to watch from your artist, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's better for the music. I think that's better for the music.
That's fire.
So that's my plan. Bringing some you know, something different.
You just ruined Netflix for me for now, though. Yeah. Now I'm waiting for that whole section.
Yeah, they got. We need to. You know what I mean? They got to step to us. We need that visual album section. Netflix, Hulu, whoever do it, they gonna win though. Whoever, they gonna be ahead of the game. So you know, come chop it up.
I think that's better. That's better for the music because it allows you space to explain what you were going through, what you were thinking. Not only are you going to be able to explain it, but they're going to be able to see it.
And
you know what I mean?
Everybody's going to tell their story the same way they spoke it in their own way. They're going to be able to show you the visual in their own way. So everybody's visual is going to be different. It's going to be dope. It's something, you know what I mean? I think that's dope.
You heard it here first, man. Y'all get this man some credit.
Let's do it. All artists should jump on it, man. I recommend it.
Good shout out to your son too.
Yeah, my son Juju. It's his birthday. It was my old baby Santana was out here. Yeah, he did some dope shit for his birthday. Nice. Took him on the yacht and stuff. He enjoyed it.
Living life. That's what I did for my son for his first birthday. I can't front. Like, being a dad is the dopest shit in the world.
Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. I got my other son, my older son, out there in the car. He's actually my artist. He does music, man. He's about to really shit on the game too. He's super dope. He got like this whole like. He got a different sound, but I love it, and it's dope. Like he really surprised me. Like
how old is he?
He's 18.
So
My son
did he,
Juju, he's on my label.
Did he
I can't
dive
feel my
into
face.
that drill sound, or is he more
Nah, he's
like
actually
his own
not
shit?
doing a drill sound. He got like this whole like mosh pit, kind of like trippy red. I don't know what to call it. Like he got his own thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
And it's dope. And he
Yeah,
do
of,
that
cour-
shit,
of course,
you know
you
what I'm
would you would breed an originator, a trendsetter.
I'm happy.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I posted one time on my page, and a nigga had the nerve, you know, in comments, these geek ass niggas talk about, oh, that ain't Harlem, fuck he. But I'm like, nigga, you for one, you don't know my son, you don't know his story. My son, you know, he grew up with his mom. Well, that son, he grew up with his mom's in Atlanta for 8 years. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know, you know what I mean, his reason for why he is who he is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's my son, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
First of all,
You know what I'm saying? You gotta let the kids be kids and be. I'm happy he don't sound like me. You know what I'm saying? Like I want him to be him, and be comfortable with being him. You know what I'm saying? He got dreads with red tips on that. You know what I'm saying? That's him. That's my nigga.
that's the shit right now, man. That's what they doing now, for sure, for sure.
It's all good.
So when you had that verses, for me, as a fan, that was such an iconic. But there is no verses that compares to that.
Oh yeah, we had the best one, hands down. I mean, you definitely had ones that were dope. Gucci Mane and Gucci Mane and Jeezy had a spectacular joint for what it was. You know what I'm saying, but I think I was top Gucci Mane and Jeezy's for the simple fact that the energy. We had a crowd. They didn't have a crowd. Just for that alone, we won.
Word.
Just for that, and you know, nothing could really, you know, that was Corona. They just got caught up in the midst of the whole Corona shit. You know, and that's where Versus was born. So you can't be mad at that in the midst of just that, you know, distance and not being a crowd. Right. You know what I'm saying? To it being able to get as big as it was, to motherfuckers wanting to go see what it was. You know, that's where Versus came from. You really gotta understand that it came from. So, you know, that's the one thing, but that I say makes ours doper than the Jeezy and the Gucci Mane joint, that we had a crowd and our shit was in Madison Square Garden. If Jeezy and Gucci had a crowd though, oh shit.
I think it's better that they did.
We might have, it's better that they did, but
right?
They definitely gave us a run for our money when it comes to, you know, me debating which one was better. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give us that because we had that crowd, and it was, you know, after what do you call that shit, coronavirus. Well, not after, but because motherfuckers had corona in there.
Yeah.
You heard what Fat Joe said. Fat Joe was like, "Oh my God, the corona was in the building." Right next to you know, Fat Joe animated like a motherfucker.
Yeah, Fat Joe's got the illest breakdowns and everything.
Word.
That's
I love
for
it.
sure.
I love him.
Hell
I love
yeah.
him.
That's a legend.
Him and Ross be having me dying on the gram. Like, nigga Ross the other day said his kneecap caught a flat tire. Funniest shit ever.
Played it off real smooth.
You gotta love Ross, man. Ross gonna make you love him. So that's why I used to like, how can you really hate Ross, man? Like at the end of the day.
Yeah, nah, you can't.
And he a funny ass nigga, like in his own little way. He a funny fat motherfucker.
They had him benching the other day, just with his feet up.
Yeah, it's dope because we got.
That nigga played the Superman music though. Like he really, it's like he prepared for the dive in every way, but the actual dive.
The pre-dive looked good at first.
He prepared the music. He prepared the diving board. Everything was, but he didn't practice the dive. It seemed like because
I think he did practice the shit. It just
like
didn't go as planned. There was a lot of, you know what I mean? It was the crowd was there, but he needed to simulate a crowd and shit like that.
He made the best out of it. It is still it's as viral as it went, as it created. I think it was just another one of those moments that just for Ross. You know what I mean? And then the way he played it off, it was dope. It wound up being dope.
Yeah, man. I mean, he didn't have to do all that. He know what he doing.
But you know what it is? The man was having the time of his life.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the most important thing, to watch everybody. And you know, like in this podcast, I don't like to be, you know, again, we get frowned upon for it in some sense, because I don't want to be question asking. I want to enjoy the vibe.
Talk.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting in a room right now with Juelz Santana. This shit is history in the making. You know what I'm saying? I can't feel my face. You feel me?
Exactly.
So like it's a different vibe right there. You know, we had you know, because we're getting a bunch of Dipset members up here. We recently had J.R. Writer up here. You know what I'm saying? What's your relationship with like with?
Oh yeah, everybody's good. You know me, I'm kind of cool with everybody.
That's what's up.
Like I don't, you know what I mean? I still fuck with Ryder, I fuck with JR. I mean, I fuck with Hell Ray, I fuck with 40 Cal. Like it ain't no, you know what I mean? Nothing like that with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him as much as often. I'm not gonna lie, but me and JR kind of we be talking and shit. Hell Ray not so often. I haven't seen him as much, but it is what it is. It's love, you know what I mean?
Everybody doing
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? You know, time. Just, you know what I'm saying? As we get older, you know what I mean? Dipset is what we built, but we all men now. You know what I'm saying? We all kind of like boss, so it's like for everybody to, you know.
Yeah,
that's what people don't understand. When y'all a group and y'all cool with this, but it's like niggas ain't. It's like Hell Rell wasn't my man I hung out with every day before the Dipset. Hell Rell's from the Bronx. We clicked because of the Dipset. You understand what I'm saying? And we fucked with each other through them walks of life. You understand what I'm saying? And we still cool, but it's like now that you know what I'm saying, roommates. It's not exactly. People just be bugging out. Like niggas just dumb as fuck. That's why it's like I can't entertain dumb ass shit. I just gotta just you know what I mean, cause I'm like whatever.
Word. For me, for me listening to the tapes, it was always my favorite two were you and J.R. Ryder.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to John.
And not to say I ain't fuck with everybody else, but man, y'all came with it all the time.
It's all good. I always been like that too. You know what I'm saying? As much as I've always, you know, shot to be the nicest, you know what I'm saying? I've always, you know what I'm saying, respected, you know what I'm saying, everybody's right to their opinion and who they thought, if it's a fucking group, everybody's gonna have their opinion on who they think is the best. And
that's the beauty of a group.
That's it.
Go fuck with one of us. Gonna love
one
of us.
How it is. Some niggas don't even really. Some niggas may just like a nigga because they like a nigga. Like they don't even really like. Word. Freaky Ziggy better than all y'all niggas. Man, Freaky Ziggy don't even rap. Nigga, what y'all talking about? So what?
Right.
All right. Cool, nigga. He did that Hey Ma chorus, right? Yeah, that's y'all biggest song, nigga. Fuck is y'all talking about? Freaky, nigga. Yeah. My boy. Freaky.
Freaky.
Shout out Freaky.
Yeah. That shit, who was that?
I'm telling you.
Yo, damn, Freak, I thought you was in the building just now. This nigga sound so much like that.
Nah, man, it's all classics, though. Hey, Ma. So when you were coming up, I feel like you were the playboy out of the crew, though. Especially when that Hey Ma shit came out.
I was a young stallion.
Yeah.
I've always been a young stallion. Little boy fresh. I've always, you know, just had that, you know, swag. You know what I mean? And, you know, business got it together.
Yeah.
Young Harlem nigga.
What was that like, though, like coming up in that life, having the superstardom, you know what I'm saying? Like, the bitches had to be lined up. So
I've been ahead of the game. I've been just doing this shit terrifically since I've been. That's why it's like, y'all niggas should have some fucking more respect for me, man. Mm-hmm. These niggas follow, like, come on, man. Youngest nigga reigned, all this shit these niggas, that's me. Right. From every one of these niggas, like, showing the money, you just Googled your jewelry, the best jewelry collection, Rolls Royce Phantom at 22 before niggas wasn't buying Rolls Royces, young niggas, you know what I'm saying? Niggas just steal trucks and shit like that to Rolls Royce, all that, bringing this shit to the kids, and this is me, nigga. Right. Y'all niggas gotta understand who y'all playing with out here. But it's cool.
And the bandanas, too.
Bandanas, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on, that's just like the start of it. That was the start of me, you know what I mean? Putting y'all niggas on game. You know what I'm saying?
Might have been a millionaire. Santana's bandanas.
You might have
dropped millions off.
Just do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean?
Who don't want a Santana bandana?
Come on.
Yeah. Fuck it.
That Boricua también, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, yeah. You know, you always at the Puerto Rican Day parades rapping and shit like that. Yeah,
no, that's a fact.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's dope, though, man.
I'm a little bit, I lost my roots, man. Seemed like... I don't speak it as never that. But I'm saying I don't speak it as fluent as much as I should speak it. My godmother, she moved back to when I was real young. So when I was real young, I used to speak it fluently in the house. You know what I'm saying? But I just lost that. You know how it go when you don't speak it for a long time.
Yeah,
that shit
you don't use it, you lose it.
Disappears on your ass.
I didn't speak it at all when I was living out in Buffalo, and then when I moved out here. Man, every time I got
Miami
an Uber,
is like,
you know what I'm saying?
The crazy thing is like Miami is like everybody's Spanish, even the motherfuckers that ain't Spanish. Haitians is Spanish. Yeah. It's like everybody is a little bit of Haitian and Spanish in Miami.
Word.
You ain't lying.
You gotta be Haitian and Spanish to kind of like, even the white motherfuckers is like Haitian and Spanish.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You really
like,
gotta maneuver like that. You can't catch an Uber out here and expect not to speak no
Papi.
motherfucking Spanish.
Everybody Papi,
I was
that's
at the
what it
wrong address every time because out here they
and
don't.
they bold as fuck, cause they don't. So a lot of motherfuckers don't even know a bit of English for you to like. You be like, my man, this is still. I know it's Miami and y'all got a whole like, but this is still.
You gotta learn that.
America, papi. God damn, I hate to say it because I don't want to sound like that guy, but papi,
right.
come on, papi. You gotta learn a little bit, papi.
Something.
Every day, man. That's how I feel like.
Learn one word for every day. That's 365 days a year, papi. Come on, man. It's 365 days you got in your vocabulary. 365 words in 1 year. That's a good conversation, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I mean? That's
solid,
a good, hey, 1 year. That's how you gotta look at it. I learned one word a day. That's a good conversation at the end of the year.
And start with your job.
Yeah,
start with the shit that you
all the key words. Just learn the key words. 365 words, my nigga. That's all you need in every language. If we all look at it like that, right?
Yeah.
Take a year to learn every language. It's 365 words of every language. The key words though, like the A. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I could tell how frustrating it is for you because it's the same way for me. I'll be walking into stores and shit, and like now I'm better at it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not fluent in Spanish. But yo, you know how mad I am when I'm in a store and I'm asking for something and they have no idea what the.
Because you kind of look more Spanish than me, so it's like
Yeah, I gotta
like
speak it.
expect
That's what I'm
you.
saying. When I came out here, I had to.
You look like damn, papi.
Like, yeah, people, hey, they get disappointed.
Nah, real shit.
Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
No Spanish?
You been
You know what I mean? That's the only thing they know how to say.
You've been
No Spanish? And I'm like, here we go.
tampered with.
Shit. Yeah. Tampered
yeah,
with.
you's a straight Yankee boy.
So what have you been up to like in life? So
My kids, my family, more than anything.
okay.
That's what it's about for me.
Straight to it.
Fire.
Yeah.
I think that is the most valuable thing, and I feel like a lot of people miss out on.
That's what we here for. That's what we here for, man. I mean, create, produce. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going, keep the cycle going. I mean, best way possible.
So aside from that, what's like a day in the life for you like now? Just chilling.
Figuring out. You know what I mean? The steps to make these next 5 years is so incredible that, you know what I'm saying? Because my mind is where it should have been, I feel like 10 years ago right now. I mean, which is cool.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? As far as business-wise and, you know what I mean, taking the steps I need to take to acquire the wealth that I need to acquire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why, nigga, everybody like, album. I'm like, you ain't hear what Jay-Z said. Y'all bullshit with rap if you want. Like, you don't see the play. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's other directions, but I'm going to give you that. But, you know what I mean? That's a commercial for everything else that I'm doing. So I got to make sure everything else I'm trying is in play. So I can, you know what I'm saying? So I give you that because that's just a commercial for everything else that we put in, you know what I'm saying? So the bigger plan.
And we'll probably be able to catch that in the album you got coming out because it's been a minute. The whole world's waiting on that album.
It's a bigger plan.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the album is called what? We Emotion?
We Emotion, yeah.
Emotion. What could we expect it though?
Within the next few months, for sure. Okay. Within the next few months, for sure.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to Fred.
I'm put out a release date.
Shout out Fred Money. I was talking to him about it. He was like, "Oh, he's got some shit coming."
No, I got some.
When I put me on, he was like, "The visual album. He's got the shit ready."
Yeah.
And I can't wait for that shit to drop.
It's gonna be dope.
You got features on there?
Oh man, too many. Too many right now. Too many features.
Hello.
But I think that's good though. You know what I mean? Shit.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man.
Hell
you
yeah.
know, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to compete. You know what I'm saying?
Going to.
You know, fuck
Going
that.
to.
So we could say the hunger's back.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to it. A lot of super dope records on there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm excited. I'm super excited.
Fire. I'm excited about that shit too. You know what I'm saying? It's for me. I say this all the time. I'm Buffalo. You know, Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun. You know what I'm saying? So like, they brought that hip hop vibe back. I've been hearing it a lot. Now all I want to do is listen to that nostalgic sound.
Yeah, they got that. They got that. They got that down pat. Like, you know what I'm saying? What they do is they do that terrifically. You know know what I'm saying? Yeah. And even like I say, but that's them. And like I say, pardon me.
Nah, go ahead.
Their sound still was nothing like our sound.
Yeah.
Maybe rapping wise, kind of like in some sort of ways, because they do have that nostalgic rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Aura.
Yeah.
But beats wise, it's like they more Wu-Tangy when I feel like when it comes to beats wise, RZA. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's damn near nothing in their beats. Like, fuck a sample, it's nothing there.
I see what you said.
You see what I'm saying? It's just a boom bap.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't even rap over boom bap. Boom baps were like hidden in the sample and our shit. Like we were more like, so I love what they do though. I love the fact that they just, you know what I mean? They stuck to their guns. That's what it's about. I feel like in this shit. It's staying true to what you believe in and what you're doing at the moment. That's what people forget. They let people dictate every train of thought and how they move. And if how you moving is to move this way, if you plan to be different every album, do that.
Right.
If you plan, don't let, you know what I'm saying, if you plan to be the same every album, then do that. Stay true to who you are, your plan, your path, what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. My thing is look at all my albums. It's not, people always try to box me in, but it's like when you box me in, it's like you must have heard very little of Juelz Santana. You know what I'm saying? Because when you listen to my albums are all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Heatmakers didn't produce none of my whole albums. Even my second album, he make it, and I love the Heatmakers. Right, but it's like sometimes it's always just like if it's not the Heatmakers, it's not good. Like or it's not the
and the A-Rap music.
Like, it's not the sound.
You know what I'm saying, and that's like I don't know. But
that gotta be frustrating.
You know, no, it's just certain people. You know, they box you in. That's the game though. Everybody goes through it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like that you can't win for losing because you got the motherfuckers that want you to sound like that, but then it's like, oh, you still sound like that. 20 years later, why you still sound like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Well, you better get with these young niggas doing this young shit. You want to compete. You can't win. You know what I'm saying? You could give a motherfucker, it's like how do you, so it's just about just staying, that's why I say staying true to your path. I had to look back and figure out who I am. All my albums, I just did what I did. You know what I'm saying? From God willing, you know what I'm saying? I always had different type of records. I always fucked with who I fucked with, but I always just stayed true to who I was and just came with it however I needed to come with it at the time. And that's what I'm doing.
And you had, like, you definitely 100% transitioned. Just you had the tapes with Wayne. You know what I'm saying? You didn't, like, the tracks you had with Wayne were crazy.
Yeah, Wayne.
You know what I'm saying? You really transitioned right into that, and there was no fallback.
Like, Wayne is my dog. I ain't gonna say was. Wayne, like, that's my brother.
Yeah. Right. Classics after classics after classics dropping.
I can't swear the whole I Can't Feel My Face was started, and I just rebirthed it because it just made sense because it comes from, like, everybody talks about that, it's fire. It's no dilemma or it's no question about that. So that's why I stuck with that.
Smart.
Fire.
And people don't even get that shit when they hear that, when they hear that saying, I can't feel my face. They don't know where that originated from, how that shit became huge. You know what I'm saying?
Better do the history.
Yeah, there's a lot of history in this room right now, man.
Let me ask you, though, as somebody who, you know, people always say, man, you got to drop more, you got to drop more, you got to drop more. Something that I've been noticing recently, people will compare Juelz on a Juelz piece of work versus featured Juelz. Do you think there's a difference? Do you think featured Juelz is harder than...
Meaning what, though, when you say featured Juelz?
As far as you on somebody else's track, you might go harder on that track than you would on your own. So I see it on social media. I see people say, like Drake, they say featured Drake is better than regular Drake. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you think there's a difference there?
Yeah, I do. I do find it. I do, honestly, as an artist, I can't say that because I find it like, I find myself... It's nobody to outdo on a track with myself. I'm just, you know, I get a beat and I don't think about being so lyrical. But when I get a track from a motherfucker, I think about killing them.
I gotta go crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even for this project, I got a track with Laron Louis, and I'm like, nah, my whole intent was to make my verse better than his or try to make it better than his.
Shout out Laron Louis, that boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, so it's like at the end of the day, and you know, I get the on my project. I get the gift of getting my verse after yours. You know what I'm saying? It's like you on your project, you get to get my verse
home court.
and get yours after. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
So, you just better show off because I'm gonna show off.
Yeah.
When I'm on songs with niggas, that's why I think with Wayne, because it's like whenever it's with Wayne, it's like I'm always trying to go 10 times. Like I'm busting my brain. I ain't gonna front. I know Wayne's an animal.
You gotta.
And I know I can't half-ass. So maybe when we do songs by ourselves, and it's nobody to do that with. You know what I'm saying? It's nobody to be like, oh, I know this nigga's about to come with it. I guess you guys got to train yourself to look at yourself as that. You know what I'm saying? That's a good way to think of it.
So out of all the classics you dropped, what's that? What's
but I'm a humble nigga, so I always try to humble myself too. I guess that's why I don't. You know what I mean? But go ahead, what'd you say?
Out of all the classics you dropped, what's your personal favorite?
I don't know. I liked all of them for different things. I was going through different things in my life, but God willing was dope. You know what I mean? From me to you, all of them were great projects for what they were, I think.
What's the track, though? Like, if you were to tell somebody they got to tune into one track.
Come on, Lil Boy Fresh, of course.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Amazing. So many. I'm going to just go with Lil Boy Fresh just to, you know what I mean? But Daddy, so much.
Yo, and by the way, all y'all that are watching live, y'all can send them super chats out this way. Ask some questions if you want. Send them super chats through. That's how you do it. Yeah. Just so you know, we like making money over here too. God damn it.
Super chat.
Shout out Dog Man. They said no question, just love, salute. So I hope that when you put that liquor glass in there that you're really sipping too. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
Don't sip too much. I don't want you to get drunk. You feel me? We don't want that at the Danza Project. Never again. But so what is you got the album dropping.
Yeah.
That's prepared. What else do you got coming as far as like business?
Oh
ventures?
Man, I Can't Feel My Face being on full takeover. I got the artist. Okay, so that's a full blown label situation. My man Bad News, my son Juju, Kason, Kato, Ski. You know what I'm saying? Duty Low, Child, my nephew. So that's gonna be busting. We got the clothing line, ICFMF, which is I Can't Feel My Face, but I'm building a whole thing behind this ICFMF, I Can't Feel My Face thing. It's a lifestyle, it's a brand, like, fashion, cannabis, music, everything. I mean, just an umbrella. So that's what we doing.
Fire.
I was gonna ask you about
that fashion's got to be crazy.
Yeah, because you're notoriously a
See
swaggy
what I'm doing,
dude.
man. Just watch. You know what I mean? I'm just hitting it.
Yeah, all in due time.
I'm just trying not to let him box me in. It's like, what you doing? He on clothes. He doing this. He ain't rap. Yeah. You don't see the play, dummy?
We touched on it a little bit.
It's all good, though. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
They'll catch up, man.
They only wait when you got 100 million. Oh, I knew you was up to yeah, all right.
Now you see it. Now you get it.
We talked about it a little bit when it comes to the fashion. I mean, but clearly they can see you through the cameras. They know what time it is. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
But you've been a trendsetter for a long time, and it was you got Dipset, which it was just a group of trendsetters. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then that fashion that you see Juelz with, you don't see it for a period of time before people really catch on to it. At first it's almost like, oh man, look at these dudes, the way they're dressing and shit like that. And then everybody slowly gets into it. And the hardest part is you really can't afford it just yet. You know what I'm saying? So you got to talk shit. You can't afford it just yet.
They got to follow suit.
And what the fuck is that? It sounds like a fucking chopper's rolling by.
Yeah. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah. So shit. So what aside from I Can't Feel My Face and you got the album coming out, what because that's an entire business plan you got laid out. What's your plans in the next few months out here? Like just besides that shit. Just living life for the family.
Yeah, just living, fucking with the fam. I got a spot out here in Miami, so I'm back and forth.
That's the move.
Yeah, it's definitely the move.
It's this closest you can get to the Caribbean without
like I said, I'm just getting to it, plotting, planning, strategizing, executing. You know what I'm saying? Keep that mentality.
That's one thing that seems very, very. It's a reoccurring thing. It's very constant in your whole profile, right?
Yeah.
You seem to be somebody who's walk it like I talk it. Like say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I say.
Yeah.
A man of my word type shit.
I try. You know, I fall short, of course. But,
Of course,
you know,
of course. Especially, you know, being somebody who's been through what you've been through, you know, being locked up, you get a lot of time for reflection and stuff like that.
Hell yeah, of course.
Yeah, you know. But
You'll never get time like that.
You know what I'm saying? That's
knows.
one thing you don't get back is time. You can get money, you can get a new car, a house, a crib, or whatever the fuck it is, a watch, whatever it is, but time. So, with that being said, have you always been like that? Is this something? I know you started in the rap game early, learned a lot early.
Yeah, everything's been soaked up. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I've just always been a great observer more than anything. I've been a great soldier. You know what I'm saying? So I've kind of like, you know what I mean, learned to be.
Listen,
like listen. Like I mean, I've always listened more than I spoke. I always soaked up more than I. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
I don't like the pop shit. I like the show shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been humble. So a lot of these things, they're great for me, but they bad for me.
Right.
They get me far, but they get me. They hinder me at the same time. So you know, it's like it's weird.
Yeah.
But it's God for me. It's my life, so I love it.
So aside from Cam and Juelz, I'm sorry, Cam and Cameron and Jimmy, what is your, like, who was the mentors that you had coming up in the game?
A lot of people like Rakim,
Hello.
Rap. Who else? Motherfucking
Went straight to the illest though.
mad niggas.
Just so y'all know.
I'm a real head. I'm a hip hop head. So you know, I was tuned in to everybody. Big Daddy Kane, Snoop Dogg when he first came out. Anybody. I was a real hip hop head, so I liked it. Everybody that had their time, I loved their time that they had. That's the best thing I could say about it, because hip hop went through so many phases, too many to really like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hear a lot of appreciation from Santana. I don't hear a lot of hate.
That's not.
I don't hear a lot of drama.
That's who I am.
Like, yeah. I think that's part of the success. That's part of why the name is what it is.
That's the biggest part of the blessing.
Talk about it, yeah.
That's more than anything. But
Yeah, a lot of people hit me up from back home. You know what I'm saying? Because I be doing a lot of shows. Again, we're on 123. As soon as I put the picture up, Juelz Santana, you got all the shocked faces, emojis. Like, nah, you ain't got Juelz Santana in the building. But that really happened like that. So for me, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care who I got in this motherfucking building. There's only few that could get me. There's only few that could get me in that zone where I'm like, God damn, like I could go track after track after track. Because now that's all that's gonna happen after this show. Now it's a Juelz Santana party. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure I'll be seeing you on the 15th. But I do got one more final question, because I do appreciate you for coming out here on such short notice, and I know you got shit to do.
Oh, good.
But I do got one final question that's important. The world is grand.
yeah.
Right? So I could sit here and be like, where do you feel like you're at in life in a 1 to 10, but it's too small of a scale. Out of a 1 through 100, where do you feel like you are as far as like you're accomplished in life?
Oh man, 75 to 80%.
So what's the 100 look like for you then?
That's a big question.
I want to say Jay-Z type shit, like, but you know, I'm like, I feel like I don't feel like that's far-fetched, because I feel like if I was thinking like this years ago, like, you know what I'm saying, and just move people out the way and just handled a lot of things myself and just stopped, you know what I'm saying, grew up a little bit faster and stopped trying to make everybody else happy and just did for self, you know what I'm saying, and just, you know what I mean, been that person that I probably should have been. But, you know, I definitely got some big things coming, like
Hello.
I mean, I'm just trying to get that 100 M. I'm trying to get my just due. You know what I'm saying? The real shit that I know I deserve, and it's coming. You know what I'm saying? So
It's coming.
that's what it looked like for me. Just getting it, obtaining everything that I need to obtain by any means necessary. You know what I mean?
Fire.
I can't feel my face. I see FMF. I create for my family. You heard?
Ooh.
Let's get it.
With that, I like that.
Well, yo, I appreciate you greatly for coming through once again.
Appreciate y'all
You
for
already
having
know.
me.
Get back what you're doing. I appreciate you hopping out that jet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to everybody. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, and tune into all the other episodes that we got in the Danza Project. You already know what it is. If you ain't subscribing, your girl will. You hear me?
Hello.
Let's get it.
All right.
Cut the stream, goddammit.
There we go.